I think it was a pretty solid 60-minute effort from our team. Had a big power play goal. I think our PK did a great job, and we played great 5-on-5. So just try to repeat it and do it again and get better.
Is there an element to this, the back-to-back, the way that game played out, being at Madison Square Garden, that kind of amps this whole thing up a little bit and almost gives it a little bit of a playoff feel to it?
Yeah, I think anytime you play in a building like this, it's always got that kind of atmosphere. It's always fun playing here, like I said, and I know a lot of the guys always get excited to come play in a building like this, so it's exciting.
You get a lot of family here too, right?
Yeah, a little bit. Now that I play on the East Coast, they're all over the map, so sometimes they don't come to every single East Coast game, but and then my dad's up in Vermont right now, sugar and doing maple syrup and stuff, so he won't be able to, but he'd normally be here for sure.
He's done with new grandbaby?
No, they were there for 3-4 days, and then it's like a certain time in the sugaring season that you need to the sap runs in the trees, so he needs to be up there right now, so he's loving doing that up there.
The trees are calling?
Yeah, the sap's running, the trees are running, and it's like 2 weeks into February, early March, that it's a good time to sugar, and he's up there doing that now.
How's little Johnny doing?
He's good. Yeah, he's doing good. First night away from him, so got a good night's sleep last night at the hotel. My wife will tell you differently, that I get good night's sleeps most of the time we're at home, but she's been doing great with the baby. She does a great job with him and the other one, and so it's exciting to be around the house, spending time with him.
Getting back to hockey a little bit here, for at this point of the season, we've done a lot of time about systems and adjusting to those type of things. As a team, do you feel like you guys are kind of getting it down to what Pazzi wants you to do, and then also how have you kind of meshed into that?
Yeah, it's taken some time. Obviously, I think throughout the season, we have a good game or two, and we find a way to take a couple steps backwards. And for us as a team, we're a young team. We need to keep not trying to set ourselves back in those next few games following a great win or something like that. So we got to learn from that. But I think, like I said, this is a big test for us. We played 2-3 pretty good games before this, and we can't take a step back.
It's a big challenge for our team. Obviously, we're coming into this building. It's always special. It's always going to be lively. And we just had a really good game against them, snapped their 10-game winning streak. So we're going to get a team that's really mad and that's going to want to, bounce back. So this is going to be a really good test for our group to, really see where we're going with our growth and our response and our consistency.
It's also got to be one that you would look forward to just because of the kind of playoff atmosphere, if you will, around it, right? It's going to feel a little bit different tonight.
Yeah, we're trying to eventually get there and be a playoff team and really contend for the playoffs and eventually to win. So these guys are right there right now. They're doing it this year. They're getting ready for playoffs. For us, if we can, start playing with these teams and really, show what we're made of, like the other night, then it's a good, like I said, it's a good growth moment for us. And yeah, it's definitely exciting.
Listening to their coach 10 minutes ago, he said we gave up too much the other night. So they're going to try and shut that down. What's the best response to that?
Well, I think for us, we got to focus on ourselves and just kind of look at what we did right. They're probably going to adjust a few things, but we can adjust during the game as the game goes on. But for us, we look at our tape and probably just copy and paste because it was one of our most complete efforts, and we got to bring the same amount of focus to that game tonight.
Are you expecting a welcome from the MSG fans here tonight, Matthew?
I don't have any idea what's going to happen. Like I said, I just try to prepare for this game like it's any other game, and I'm focused on playing and bringing our line what we bring every night, which is energy and always on time, holding on to pucks, all of that. So that's where my focus is right now.
It's interesting you said copy and paste the last game, because I was going to ask you, the game you played against them Sunday, based on everything you guys talk about, the way you coach, the way you're supposed, is that it? Is that the blueprint game for what this team should be playing?
As of right now, I think so. At least against the Rangers. I think we it was just like a full 60. And we've said this over the past few days. I know I'm kind of repeating myself, but really is like the type of game that we want to play. It wasn't perfect by any means. There's some things we can tighten up as well, but I think overall, like the consistency over 60 minutes was what we're looking for.
When you talk about that, specifically the third periods have been the problem for this team, over the course of the season. Recently, do you feel like you guys have kind of adjusted to the systems and everything that they want you to play to be able to shut games down and close them out?
I think it's more of a mindset change for us. I think when I go back to the Anaheim game when they came back, we had a 4-0 lead. The response in the room after that, during that second intermission, was really a key moment for us. The way everyone was really pissed off at that, and there was kind of a collective moment where we were just like, okay, enough. Like this cannot happen anymore, and we took control of that game, and I think that translated to the third period against New York on 2 days ago or 3 days ago, and really that was a big moment for our group. So I think it's more of a mindset than systems for us.
Yeah, I know you personally would like to see the puck go in a little more for yourself. You mentioned that the other night. Mm-hmm. But have you found an effective style that you feel like that you just continue to play, and if the puck goes in, it goes in?
Right. Well, I think when I talk about my game, I like to talk about our line because we have a very similar style of play. I look at how we play the game recently and as a unit, and we're getting chances. We're being effective. So at some point it's going to go in. So yeah, I think we're on the right track to really having a consistent impact on the game. At some point it's all going to go in. But yeah, I mean, we all want to score more. Even if you score 50, you probably want to score 55. So for me, it's just I always want to contribute offensively as well. And but we got to start somewhere. And right now our game's in the right place, and I'm pretty sure we're going to find it soon.
What has gone right for the penalty kill? In the last 10, 11 of them, I think you guys were in 10 in a row or something successful, as compared to maybe the previous couple months or whatever.
Yeah, we there's no doubt we were struggling on it for sure, and just trying to find different ways to get it going again. We know we're a good penalty kill. We did it earlier this year, and a couple bounces here and there, and it seemed like every little mistake was happening, or biting us in the butt, and they're scoring on it. So I think we're just focusing in on the details, trying to keep it simple, but play with energy out there. We want to be a spark for our team when we can too. So just getting back to that, and we're confident as a group in that.
It's always a game of cat and mouse, with the power play versus the penalty kill, right? So early on, I think you guys were doing a really good job of stopping those seam passes. And then Pazzi was saying when the struggles were happening, they were getting through maybe a different way, right? Different angles, that kind of thing.
Well, I mean, you can look at everything, but it's just a little mishap here or there, or bad bounce at times too. So seam play is obviously important to take away. When you give that seam up to top guys on top teams, they make you pay for it. So it's a dangerous play that you want to take away, keep the shots to the outside the best you can, and clear out the net from there.
Do you notice that the Rangers look for the seam play as much as other teams? Or are they looking more along the lines of getting it up top and
they got a lot of different options. I wouldn't say they're just looking for seam plays. They run a lot of different plays, and they obviously that power play unit over there has kind of been together for a long time, so they know each other's tendencies, and they seem to move around a lot more than other power plays, and it makes it hard for a kill. So just try to keep them to the outside the best you can, but you get some pretty good players over there that can make some good plays.
For you guys, the way you played against them on Sunday, if you could blueprint a game for where this team is right now and what it needs to do for the rest of this season, is that it? That type of game?
For sure. That's a game we can look back at, stand on as a group. That's the foundation of the way we want to play. I think it was probably our most consistent 60 all year. Start to finish, we're locked in, and we played the same way no matter what happened in the game, and we got rewarded. So that's the way we need to play if we want to, get going and get some more points together here.
You guys have played these guys 3 times, played them tough, all 3, 1, 2. I think there was like one that went to shootout in 9 seconds or something was the thing. What is it about the Rangers? Do you think that is it just coincidence, or do you guys kind of pick it up, even more, knowing what you're facing?
Yeah, I mean, they're a division team. We play them, 4 times. Obviously, this is the last one, but it's always good energy when you play against them, and it's a fun building to play in. So, hopefully we have that same energy, and no matter who we're playing, we have to have that. But it seems like we've been having some good games against them. So, we're going to make last game stand by showing up tonight and giving that same effort.
You know you're going to get a push from these guys here tonight, the Rangers, after what
yes.
happened in Columbus. How anxious are you to see the way your guys handle that?
I can't wait. We have repeating myself, but we have the youngest team in the league right now, and this is going to be just a great opportunity to evaluate where we're at. We play a solid game, regardless of the final result. We play a solid game now. We can talk about maturity. We can talk about approaching, staying in the moment, and knowing what's coming, understanding, feeling what the other team is going to try to achieve today. So it's all about preparation. But if we don't, now we can really address that situation. So it's going to be a good measuring stick for me to evaluate the mindset and the maturity of our team.
And what are you expecting in terms of a push? I mean, they're not happy with the way things worked the other night.
Well, they're going to skate. I mean, that's a team that's really aggressive on the forecheck. They're DR activating. They're going to be attacking the middle of the ice. They're going to play. That's a solid team. And so I think it's going to, at the end of the day, they're going to compete, and they're going to have that mindset.
How do you explain your success against this Ranger team? You came within 10 seconds of having a perfect record against them this season. How do you explain that?
Well, we just play. We've been playing good hockey against them. I don't know if there's a black and white explanation. It's just that I think our guys know that they're good, and we just move our feet. And sometimes it's the style of games that you play looks better against certain teams, and that's true for all the teams in the NHL. But I think it's just a mindset.
What when you think about Kent Johnson at this point, he's been kind of quiet as far as production goes for a while now. Where are you with because we talked earlier about confidence and how important that is, and not losing confidence. Where are you at with him right now?
You know what? We're developing winning habits, and it's true for him. It's true for all of our players, but especially the young guys playing the right way. And maybe the points aren't there, but 2 games ago we got scored, and KJ was on the ice and didn't block that shot. Right? It's just one mistake. I'm not blaming KJ for that goal against. I'm just saying last game blocks the shot, and he's an inch away from a breakaway. Those little details. And I'm not expecting Ken Johnson to be blocking shots and like Goodbranson. But when it's there, it's there. It's creating those habits. My point to you is I'm not looking at points right now. I'm looking at habits. And because he's so highly skilled, once those habits are in place, the points will come. I don't worry about that. So I didn't mind his last game at all. I thought he took some hits to make some plays. I didn't mind his game.
With your penalty kill, you mentioned it last game. After last game, it's been 9 or 10 in a row or whatever, successful. What has changed? Has anything changed? Are you guys stopping that seam pass a little bit more, or disrupting that? Or?
We simplified a little bit, simplified and focused on a few key points. We challenged our guys. I think it was part of the reason. And what I like about our team is when we challenge them the way we did, whether it's 5-on-5 or special teams, they respond well. They want to be coached. They're all in. And I think like some guys, we didn't have Boone Jenner for a while, and Jack Roslovic. Those two guys will kill at least 1 or 2 rotation on the PK. So we're talking about 40 to a minute and 5 seconds. When they're on the ice, they're doing a real good job. So, and guys like Bean now, he's on the PK, he's doing a real good job. So, our goalies have been playing well on the PK, so that's also a component. But just little things, little details. But I think it was more that We challenged them. They responded well. We simplified it a little bit, but it's at the end of the day, the PK, your goalie has to be your best player, and our goalies have been good.
Thanks, Pascal.
He's
got it.
Line out. Line out.
Yeah, we got to have lineup.
I'm not telling
Please.
you. Same as last game.
Say
Boone
Elvis.
Jenner is a healthy scratch tonight.
Elvis tonight.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.